It's time for Chapter 8, everybody's favorite stream segment. Famicom, Emio Famicom Detective Club Friday. And I didn't mention this yet, chat, but it's Friday the 13th. Extra spooky. Extra spooky. Now, I'm mostly talking over this just because the first sentence or so is always about we're doing detective things, but we're going to be helping continue to search for Makoto while working with the Minoru Suzuki case. Ayumi finds Fukuyama's spine, talks in the coffee shop. He tells her about the story that is similar to the Smiling Man, coming from his hometown Minarumo Village, which happens to also be where our boss from the Tsugi agency is at, which is very convenient. Tomorrow, we're going to interview Kohei, who is the trio in the potential love triangle. I'm calling it now. We don't know that for sure, but I'm calling it now. Potential love triangle that was with Asuke and Megumi. So here we go. We're going to the junior high school to interview Kohei. Originally it was going to be Ayumi, but Purtle was perhaps Richard. No, was perhaps a little worried / jealous of her meeting with this guy over and over again because he likes Ayumi. So, think. Wait. Oh. I know you must have a busy schedule as a teacher. Oh no, it's my job to help the kids in any way that I can, and that means helping you. He seems reasonably easygoing. Oh! Huh? He noticed I was staring? Oh, he did not like that. This is the guy that Ayumi referred to as her senpai. Damn, he got real not excited after I stared at him like that. Why don't we go inside and talk? It'd be better than standing around here. Fair enough. I'm gonna move myself slightly higher. Oh, travel? The quick step back. Please come this way. I'm sorry you had to see that embarrassing scene the other day. Okay, teachers have a lot on their plates. Well, it's true, but I normally thrive when I'm busy. What do you mean? Well, I mean, it can be tough to work with kids at their age. They're immature, unstable. But when I think of the future I'm helping them build, it brings me great joy. What a good guy. Teaching is definitely my calling. My students have helped me realize that. Seems like he'd be a cool teacher. Thank you again for taking the time today. My pleasure. Shouldn't you be, like, actively teaching right now? He's a passionate guy. I'm gonna look at him again. Speaks just like a teacher on a TV show. It's nice. Sure, why not? Is that a drawing of someone? This is a drawing of someone named Minoru Suzuki. Do you recognize him? No, I never seen his face. I see. How has Megumi been? She still hasn't been back to school. I went to visit her the other day, but... Dude, she hasn't been in school for like a week and a half or something, right? Maybe even more? Maybe like... I didn't think she was ready, and just as I was turning around, I ran into Tachibana. Did she tell you about this, by the way? She mentioned that she ran into you, yeah. Did she say anything else? Just that you were a dedicated teacher who really focused on his students. So I'm lying to him, because she did tell me more than that. She told me about the story. His dad's story about the Smiling Man in Arumo Village or whatever. Arumo. I called Megumi's house today and spoke to her parents. They say she's slowly improving. I hope I haven't burdened you with worry. No, not at all. He seems genuinely concerned about his students. I bet he's a really good teacher. Why is Ayumi always giggling about him? All in all, I consider myself really lucky. I mean, how many people find their one true calling? Funny, isn't it? Oh, yeah, I think it's great. Yep. Yep. Just what I expect a detective to say. Huh? What's that supposed to mean, huh? Megumi's slowly but surely getting better. What do you mean just what you would expect that is? When can I speak with Kohei? Is he still in class? Yes, but fourth period is about to end and Kohei should be here shortly after that. Kohei Takiguchi. What will you know? It seems like Kohei was one of Isuke's closest friends. Still, I did hear a rumor over the two of them had a falling out over Megumi. Love triangle. I wonder what kind of student he is. I hear he was a good friend of Isuke. Is he also a good student? He's reserved and serious student. He's also close friends with Megumi. When I think about how Kohei offered to help Isuke with his grades, I just can't. Please, Purtle. You've got to stop the case. For Isuke. At least he didn't start yelling again. Remember that last time? You just start open yelling in the coffee shop. Now, Purtle. Hmm? Oh, we're waiting for Kohei. I need to ask you something. Oh? You can ask about Ayumi? I'm told that you'll be meeting with Tachibana at some point today. That's correct. That's correct. Does she need to check in with you somehow? Are you her boss? Is she reliable? Is she reliable? No, Ayumi, I mean Tachibana is very talented. I'm not her boss. We're just co-workers. Oh, I see. That's a good to hear. A relief. Why is that a relief? Why is that a relief, huh? I worry too much sometimes. Yeah. You do. Does he really want to ask me about Ayumi? He definitely does. I can't help but wonder. Oh? How is Ayumi doing as a detective? And are you guys making sure she's compensated fairly? What the? Are they fucking? I mean, she just seems like she's doing a great job, but I'm curious. Please don't tell her I asked. She'll scold me for meddling again. He sure does keep a close eye on Ayumi. Relieved to hear that you can count on her. By the way, how old are you? He's really giving me the shakedown. I'm 19, same as Ayumi. Yeah, I said Ayumi instead of Tachibana. Oh, I thought you were a bit younger than that. Is that an insult or is that a compliment? When I saw you at the police station, I figured Tachibana was older than you. So I was surprised to hear you actually started at your agency before Tachibana. Oh, well, I mean, I'm kind of a big deal. Is he suggesting that I'm childish? I mean, did you see that fit my character was wearing the other day? That I'm probably wearing now, too? It's all too obvious he's older than me, but come on. The way he says Tachibana all the time is starting to get on my nerves. So, you have seniority at the agency. I mean, not really. As a teacher and her formal senpai, what was Tachibana like? Good question. I'm proud to have known her. You should have seen her with a naginata in her hands. She shined. Thank you, voice acting, for helping me pronounce that. I see. Needless to say, she was beautiful, like a classic work of art. That's a weird thing to say. Right? That's kind of a weird thing to say. If I could, I'd revisit those dates, but I know it's impossible. Were you fucking? Were you fucking? It's interesting to hear these details about Ayumi when she was young. I genuinely feel pity for anyone who didn't grow up alongside young Tachibana. What are you? Yeah, you're a little weird, man. Of course, that's stupid, I know. Yeah, it's stupid and strange. What is a naginata? Anyone any weebs know what the hell that is? I have no idea what that is. I want to take a moment and imagine back then wielding a naginata. I'm actually 4 years older than her, so technically I wasn't in the club with her. So I was in high school, but I went back to the middle school just to see her? I'm kidding, but my school didn't have a naginata club and I wanted to stay in touch with the sport. It's a sport. Okay. Alright. Nata. Sure. Right. You really caught me off guard with that. Hope you didn't yelp too loudly. Hope I didn't yelp too loudly. That feeling of stepping into a sacred dojo. Your muscle tenses and your focus tightens. It's a pole with a sword at the end? Okay. Yeah, it's like, oh, there's another thing kind of like that. But it's like the wooden swords or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Kendo? Is that, am I making words up? Am I making words up right now? No, I'm not. Kendo is a modern Japanese martial art descended from, that uses bamboo swords. Okay, I'm not lying. And then Naginata, a wooden or metal pole with a curved single-edged blade at the end. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like, well, I was gonna make some sort of Soul Calibur reference, but I can't actually remember who uses that one. But I feel like someone in Soul Calibur uses that thing. Anyway, do I do any martial arts? A little karate. I knew it, so you know the feeling, how it resonates with those of us dedicated to the martial arts. I wouldn't say I'm very dedicated, but... Karate, you said. I'd love to spar with you sometime. No way that's happening. No way that's happening. F this guy, I don't want to hang out with him any bit. He's one of a kind, though. He is one of a kind. Tell me about the club. I was shocked. Oh? There were suddenly so many boys enrolled, even though Naginata Club is usually mostly girls. It is? You get to play with like a sword weapon. That sounds like a guy thing. But apparently not. You know why, don't you? Because they all like the Ayumi, duh. Does Tachibana join the club? Oh, I should have known a skilled detective like you would have no problem with that. Impressive. Is it really impressive? It's the only detail I know. It's not because I'm a detective, it's because I know Tachibana. His reaction there was so... What a detective! When Tachibana joined the club, suddenly a bunch of boys signed up. Funny, when I used to watch her practicing her stances, it was like the whole world darkened and all I could see was her. Is that normal? I mean... and you know what? You're just gonna keep reading. Some buffoon would walk past and break my line of vision. Sag. What in the world is he going on about? The closest thing you did to martial arts was judo? That's cool. Would you say your relationship with Tachibana is strictly as a co-worker? He does not. You know what? He's got balls, I'll give him that. He gets straight to the point. Well, yeah, I mean, we're co-workers, and... I see. What a waste. Damn! Surely you're not immune to her radiant charms, What's with this guy? What is with this guy? He's clearly putting on airs that he, you know, wants involvement, but then he's like, you're not interested? What are you, a stupid piece of shit? Well, so is Kohei on the way, or? Honestly, Pog. I think fourth period just ended. Let's give him a moment. Hey, so I was talking to Ayumi. She said that you two first ran into each other again in front of the school? Yeah, that's right. I hadn't seen her since the time in our middle school Naginata Club. I didn't know her in high school, unfortunately. I can only imagine how she must have blossomed. It's such like a creepy way of saying that. Like, it can be said with good intentions, but like, because it's high school, that time period and everything, and what that means, come on. But those high school days are gone forever. Frankly, it breaks my heart. I see. Well, I knew Ayumi when she was in high school, and I even have a picture of her from then. Also, a little bit of a weird thing to say. Oh, I didn't say it, I'm thinking it. I had obtained it purely for investigative purposes. She pretended to protest a bit, like, no, give it back. I look so silly, it's embarrassing. At least I have my memories of Tachibana from middle school. What about now, when she's a grown woman? Well, relatively speaking. Time moves on, we must accept that. What a weirdo. What a strange man. What a strange man. I'm sure it won't be the same as actually growing up with Tachibana, but feel free to ask me questions about her from back then. Oh, I have got some stories. That's a weird face he's putting on right now, right? What is that face? That, like, weird half-smirk smile. Okay, I'll think about it. There's a lot about her from before I met her, but I know a lot about her from high school days you'll never know. I won't lose? What do you mean I won't lose? I've got the best of them. Superior friendship. Hold on. Ask first? Alright, I guess I gotta do this. Actually, Mr. Fukuyama, I met Tachibana when she was a freshman in high school. There was a police chase. I'll spare you the details, but it's led to her to this line of work. I see. She made quite an impression in her sailor suit. Sailor suit? Remember when you said you pitied anyone who didn't know Tachibana growing up? What is this? Such a weird... This is such a weird conversation. Anyway, your words. Yes? Do you happen to have any photos of her from that time? This is so... not appropriate. I have one, but I used it for my own special research. I had it for investigative purposes. It's not like I carried her around with me. Besides, I see her every day. This feels weirdly like a victory. Oh, you're here. This game is so ridiculous. It's amazing. Hey, it's Kohei. Finally. What's this kid look like? Oh, he's a nerd. He's a nerd. He's wearing gym clothes, so it makes sense that his fourth period was PE. And I'm not saying a nerd just because he's wearing glasses, but look how... I mean, look at the clothes. The tucked in, I'm sure it's part of the uniform, they have to tuck it in, but like, come on. After class, you untuck that shit. He came straight here without changing. I guess he didn't want to keep me waiting. Allow me to introduce Kohei Takaguchi. This is Purtle. You could just call me Kohei. Nice to meet you. I'm Purtle from the Itsuki Detective Agency. I was hoping to ask you some questions about Isuke. Thanks for taking the time during your lunch break. Sure. Hi. I know hi is not saying that like the word hi. I know hi means something different. It's like saying yes or okay. That said, I might ask some tough questions. Are you okay with that? He's okay with that. First of all, I gotta stare you down. Everyone knows the rules. That's just the rules. I gotta stare him down. Now we get to it. Here we go. Been friends since elementary school, even though we're like opposites. I guess some people couldn't figure out why we'd be friends. We always get along so well. I see. Opposites, huh? I knew him better than anyone. Really appreciate your helping us out like this. Thank you. He gives more of a third wheel vibe than a love triangle vibe? I mean, you're saying that because he's nerdy and stuff and probably reserved and shy-ish appearing, which is fair, but who knows? Maybe he's got the riz. Although probably not, because she asked out the teacher instead. But anyway, imagine if I drop that bomb right now. By the way, Megumi asked out the teacher that's sitting a foot away from you. Did you know about that? Did you know if he had any other problems? Someone holding a grudge against him? There's no way. I mean, he was too nice for that. He got along with everyone. I see, I see. That's exactly what all his teachers said. Seriously, no one disliked him. Is there anything else about his behavior that caught your attention recently? Let's see. I mean, his grades were down, and that school that he wouldn't really want to get into is really tough. But he seemed totally unconcerned, like he didn't mind at all. More about his grades, huh? Let's hear what he has to say. AKA keep asking about Asuke. Everyone liked him. I'm telling you, everyone liked him. But knowing Asuke, I can't imagine he didn't really care about his grades, you know? Unlike me, he was already thinking about his future while he was in middle school. He must have been in shock, right? I guess one thing about him is he's always played it cool. He never showed vulnerability. Even with his grades, he acted like it was no big deal. So if he had some kind of trouble, if he had been in some kind of trouble, he would have made sure no one else knew about it. I mean, he'd whine to me about random things every so often, but other than that, business as usual. Not sure how he felt deep down, even though he was my best friend. Oh. Sag. Maybe I didn't know him all that well after all. AKA average male friendship. Think. Should definitely ask about Megumi. I definitely should ask about Megumi. Can I ask about Megumi Morimoto? Yeah, I guess. We've been friends for a long time too, since grade school, and she's in the same class as me now. Sounds like all three of you were pretty close. Yeah, but I'd say Asuke and Megumi were especially close. Although they did fight kind of a lot, probably because they both just said whatever. You know, like brother and sister almost, but they'd always make up and be back to normal. Okay, I'll keep asking. We hadn't been to school in a while, even the day when we heard about Asuke. True. No observations, okay. In the school, okay. So you know how I said Asuke got along with everyone? Well, Megumi was kind of special. I think he had a crush on Megumi, but I don't know how she felt about him. That's funny that they put that detail in. The teacher coughing. He knows. He knows. I think Asuke liked Megumi. What do you think of Megumi? What do I think? Maybe I shouldn't have phrased that differently. I mean, she's cheerful and bright. Anything else? Did you have a crush on her, Kohei? I guess she liked creepy books, you know, like occult stuff. I'm not really into it. This is something we already know. But she tried trying to scare me with creepy stories all the time. I was waiting for the haha. It seems different from the gossip I heard, is it? The teacher kind of told us she likes that stuff. Just into different things, you know? It's the same thing. Just into different things, you know? Alright, I know. Maybe if we just chat a bit, he'll loosen up and start spilling some of that gossip, though. Gossip of that kind, I don't know. Maybe I should ask more probing questions. Well, just ask the questions. What is backing off gonna do? When there's smoke, there's fire, so I suppose I better clear this up. Here goes nothing. Speaking of Megumi, would you say you also liked her? Yes. Teacher. Fukuyama. Oh, I meant as a friend. Is that why everyone's asking me about that lately? Did they all mean... Oh, look, let me just clear this up. I've got a crush on a girl with braids that I see in the library. The nerd is redeemed! He likes another nerdy girl instead of Megumi. Sorry about that. The answer feels genuine. It's probably too bad people are probably gossiping about this. Okay, same question. You know, now that I think about it, Asuke did say he thought Megumi had been a little cold lately. I wonder if she liked someone. I don't know. Look to your left? Sir, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. Please keep going. Okay. He doesn't know Pepe laughed. It seemed like he was actually serious. Thinking about it, it was out of character for him. I just have to sit there and not say anything. How about you tell me a little more? So, was that everything you wanted to say, Kohei? Fukuyama wants to end this conversation ASAP. Yes. I see. Very well. I suppose you can head back to the classroom now. Fortunately, he didn't really give me any new information, but it was brave of him to come forward and talk to me on behalf of his friend. I want to know more. I'm proud of you having the courage to talk to the detective about all of this. Now then, you'd best head off and eat lunch, because otherwise, I'm going to eat it myself. Dude, his voice actor's so good. I couldn't resist. Good job, Kohei. Go on then, get dressed properly. I wonder what would have happened if I had not pressed the question. There's one other thing I wanted to discuss if you have time. Okay. Hey, did SK? Okay. Did he really get killed? Oh shit. Like, it wasn't a suicide or anything? Oh, okay, I see. Damn. Why would you think that? Listen, the last thing SK wanted for was anyone to pity him. Not just classmates and friends, but also his family. If people had found out his grades had been slipping or something, this was one of our original theories. I don't think SK could bear it. Damn. You know how we talked about his grades slipping and how he might not get into that school. Well, he actually told me himself that his teacher said he wouldn't get in if things didn't change. And he said, I'm only telling you about this. Don't say anything to anyone else. He was really down, man. Damn. His grades were down. His crush ended up having a crush on the teacher instead of him. He was like, at least maybe I'll still be at the same school as you and Megumi, and he kind of laughed. So, I don't know what he was really feeling, but to me, he seemed depressed. Well, depressed people cry, and the smiling man goes to people that are crying, so... Okay, alright. When he was at a real low, I was worried he'd gotten into a big fight with Megumi. Your worry was correct. Fukuyama knows. And now she's been out so long, I called her to see what was up, but she didn't answer. I don't know anything about the case, but I thought maybe this detective could finally tell me about it. The brave boy. He deserves to know a little bit. Hope I didn't say anything that Asuke would have wanted you to know. But thank you, Koei. You've told us what you told us is really valuable. I thought it'd be funny. Yeah, you know what? A quick phone call actually during your break. Is that why Koei asked about suicide? As a close friend, maybe you noticed something others didn't. But still. So there's a lot we don't know about Asuke's case. But one thing I know for sure, we will solve this case. I just asked for your patience. I understand. Thank you. Kohei, you can go back to your classroom now. It's really admirable of you to help us out. Thank you. Bye. Good on you, soldier. I suppose it's time for me to go as well. But he had a question for me. He's gonna ask me on the way out. Thank you for your time today, Mr. Fukuyama. Of course. I hope I have been some help. Yes, indeed. I'm impressed with Kohei. He's a great student. Sorry. Yeah. I'm proud of him. It's just he's not the only one. All of my students are great. I don't feel like that's why you had that pause, sir. I'm sure they are. Before we go, there was something else you wanted to discuss. Oh no, it's no big deal. Forget about it. Forget about it? Are you sure? Contact Tachibana if I think of anything else. You can tell me. You can tell me instead. You don't need to talk to her. You can talk to me. Say hi to Tachibana for me. Ah, yes. I will pass that along. Makes sense that suspected suicide. He had no idea what the crime scene was like. Given the circumstances, there's almost no way it could be suicide. But let's say he was murdered and the killer knew about his recent troubles. Wouldn't it have made sense to make it seem like a suicide? What is the significance? Wonder what it was that he wanted to talk about at the end there, and then suddenly wanted to drop it? That makes me extra curious. Plus, overall, I feel like his mood changed right as I was leaving. Oh, okay. I was like, what am I hearing? This is what I'm hearing. Those two girls over there are talking. I feel like they're looking at me. The front of the school, because it's lunchtime. I can hear student activity. Come on, man! Call engage. It's the guy who was here with the detective the other day. Imagine if I left. Hold on. Oh, hey. Hello. I recognize you two. You're the ones who gave me some information before. Thank you. No problem. Anyway, I was glad to hear Megumi is alright. She's doing the evil guy hands right now. She's doing the evil guy hands. Evil villain hands. I hear that Basachi is okay too. Oh, since you're here, can I ask you a few questions? Sure. Are you like the other detective's younger brother or something? Dude, no one respects me. I get no respect. I get no respect. Rodney Dangerfield. Or are you her boyfriend? I mean, no, I'm her business associate. Does that mean you're a detective too? So cool. Oh, thanks. Ooh, feels like closure. Thank you. Good luck. Whoa, did we just interrogate that detective? It's supposed to be the other way around. No, you didn't interrogate. Let's not get the... Get a hold of yourself, okay? Younger brother? Do I look younger than Ayumi? That's two people now who said that I look younger than Ayumi. Fukuyama and the students. Can't believe they asked if I'm her boyfriend. Middle schoolers. What was I like in middle school? Oh. Right, I was a runaway. Got called little bro for real? You're not wrong. You know what? I'm calling her. No answer. Oh, I did not look happy about that no answer. Let's give some calls. This is something we haven't really been doing because I didn't think it would matter, but like maybe sometimes you will get like extra dialogue. Extra dialogue that matters, not like the no answer ones. Wait, is this the food place? Am I calling the food place? I think I'm calling the food place. Okay. Anyone else? No, those are food things. Whoa, I can just... shit. Alright, whatever. How am I getting out of here? Oh, I needed to think one more time. Alright, now we're gonna go visit Yoshi. Get the picture. Here we go. We didn't really get much actual info there at the school, though. We gave more info than we got. Okay, I booked an appointment to see Yoshi. Alright, here we go. On the phone? Oh, the phone's ringing. Purtle speaking. Yo, it's Mosh. It's Dice. Did you call me, boy detective? Oh shit, I did. Yes. Oh, sorry, I couldn't answer. I hope I'm not calling too late. Wait, would this not have happened if I didn't call? That's cool. Work. I've been playing pachinko. Just won a jackpot, actually. Fucking Dice, man. Pachinko? Oh, I mean, it's kind of part of my job. I'm pretending to be a regular customer. Yeah, sure. It's true! Very believable. Just don't tell Kuze about it, okay? I'll pay you back with a drink sometime. Right, okay. So, what can I do for you? Oh, well, I just wanted to try out the contact info you gave me. Seems like it worked. Oh boy, Detective, you're too much. I bet you're a big hit with the ladies, aren't you? Anyway, I've got to get going. Talk to you later, boy detective. So that is straight up extra dialogue we wouldn't have gotten. That's fun. Now I feel redeemed for calling on the phone. That was cool. It's Yoshi. Konnichiwa. Welcome. I've been waiting for you since I heard you were coming to visit. Oh, well, I first wanted to thank you for speaking with me the other day, and now I'm back. You can come visit anytime. Come now, let's talk over here. Okay. What can I do for you today? Should I show her the picture? No. Let's ask. I was wondering if I could borrow something from you. What would that be? Picture of Makoto. You want to borrow a picture of Makoto? Why? Well, I mentioned the other day that his disappearance may be connected to a case I'm investigating now. Oh yes, that's right. I should have thought about it before when I was here, but as I continued investigating, I realized I should try to get some more information about him. All I had to go on was his name. With a photo, I can do a lot more. Maybe I'll be able to pick up on a new clue to help find him. She does not look pleased. But you... Yes? You're already working on a case. Are you sure you can take this one on as well? Last time I was here, you said you thought I might be able to reunite Makoto and Junko. Well, I'd really like to do that. Thank you so much. On their behalf. Whew. Close. I have to say thank you again for helping keep the search for him alive. I'm sure Junko would be pleased. Now, as for a picture, I know it's short notice, so if you don't have a picture ready, it's okay. I'm really sorry about the short notice. No, it's okay, but the only one she has. Nurse told Junko about your visit here the other day. Oh. So the caregiver spilled the beans. I guess that's reasonable. I'd do the same. She was surprised and she asked me if you had asked anything weird about our family. After I told her about how much fun I had chatting with you, she seemed to relax. She smiled and said she was glad I had a nice conversation. Saved. Yoshi's the best. Not easy to imagine. How about that picture? Do I have one? Ooh. Ooh. I wonder if something happened. It's just the detective in her, looking out for me and making sure things are okay. Anyway, I hope you don't mind. No, it's fine. I hear that she's very thorough and fine investigator. That's so. That's nice to hear. Think. Alright, here we go. Photo. Well, she does not have other things. Come to think of it, back when Junko was in high school, she came rushing home one day, saying she'd seen Makoto. This is the story we've heard. Yes, that Dice told us. Now, I don't know if it was really him, but she was insistent that it was Makoto. Absolutely convinced. And since that day, she became a detective. How'd you know that? I'm surprised you shared that with someone outside the family. She's placing a lot of trust in you, Detective. I didn't hear from her directly. A coworker of hers told me that. Oh, well, that's a different story. I can't imagine her telling anyone. That's why I was so surprised. I wonder who the blabbermouth is. I'll ask Junko about it next time. Please do not! Please do not! Dice will take some heat for that. R.I.P. Dice. It's easy to see a resemblance when you're hoping to see a particular person so desperately. Speaking of her, she's been cleaning up because our old house will be demolished soon. I can't tell you how many trips she's made to salvage her old stuff and prepare the place. When she stopped by here the other day, she brought all kinds of stuff. Like a photo? It just occurred to me, you've come at an exceptionally good time, Detective. What do you mean? What makes it a good time? Well, excuse me, nurse. Can you do me a favor? Bring me the photo album for my room, the one Junko brought the other day. The one she brought in. I'll get it for you right away. Nice picture of Makoto from when he was young, of course. Yeah, that's great. A photo of him from back then would be perfectly fine. I'm glad to hear it. We'll just have to wait a moment. Album. Somehow we left this album back at the old house. She brought it here to me. Left behind. Well, please understand that after he disappeared, I guess we sort of gave up on family photos and forgot about the album. That's so. So that must have been that one cutscene where she like opened the closet and was like, and it was just a family album? Certainly picked the right time to visit. Wait, I want to hear that again. Oh, okay, it was not what I thought it was. Album. A lot of memories came back. She showed up with the album. I guess I was a little afraid to even open it. To be honest, I didn't even want to look at it, but then my eggplant-carrying detective fiend came back to borrow a picture of Makoto. That's me! Alright, no thinking. Wait. You know what we haven't done yet? Oh, well, that's a bunch of nothing. I can't believe I didn't want to recall such precious memories. It was easy to avoid hard things for a while, but someday you have to face up to them. I tried to tell myself that at first, but then I got cold feet. I was just so sad about what happened to Makoto. Fair. You ever look back through your old family photo albums? Ooh. Yeah, about that. I don't remember doing that. Not sure if I even have them. Oh my. Do I have photos? I might have one tucked away somewhere. I'll be sure to look for it soon. Good for you. But I've left it at the office? Here's the nurse. It is that one named album. Yes, it is that one. Alrighty, thank you. Yeah, we don't have parents. That's correct, Chad. We don't have parents. Young Junko and Makoto. I remember this like it was yesterday. And you know, these photos are just around the time Makoto... Hey, Yoshi. Oh, yes, I remember this. I don't think she's listening. Let an old lady reminisce, will ya? Part making that happen. She's enjoying herself. Is something wrong? No, this picture of Makoto sharing off his bandages just brought back a memory. He was the kind of boy who would always laugh things off, even if he was hurt or being teased, or he was just so honest, a little too good to be true. But I'll tell you a story. Alright, they wrote this old lady character well. That reminds me of the time Junko was crying because a naughty boy in the village had been mean to her. When Makoto found out, he chased the boy and shouted, "Don't make Junko cry." What if the brother is the killer? Would that be possible with the first murders that happened 18 years ago, though? Makoto turned to run home, but immediately tripped and fell face first into some rice paddies. He was covered in mud and all scratched up. We took a picture of him with all the bandages on. Here, take a look. Let's see. Oh shit. You just get to look. Look. That's him in field day. He was fast, but he wasn't good at passing people. I see. I guess that's somewhat revealing of his personality? He looks sad there. First day of middle school. Doesn't he look cute in his school uniform? Yes, he does. Watermelon! Look at this one of them eating watermelon. Oh yes, look at Makoto there. He's all bandaged up. Right, that's what I was telling you about. He's in tough shape, but he's smiling. He's smiling. And looks happy. Piggyback ride. That's little Junko. Isn't she adorable, that cute little face? Picture of Makoto giving Junko pity. That ride is my favorite. But that one below that, where he's all scratched up, that's a good one too. Can I get a turn the page? Go ahead and take a look. I'm looking! I'm looking. Right, he. I noticed Junko's wearing the same hair clip in both of them. Did she like this one? The purple flower. The watermelon one is cute. Oh, she's sad. Oh. From her mom. It was the last gift she ever received from her mother. Junko treasured it and wore it all the time. I see. I imagine she still treasures it. Well, I'm sad to say that she lost it. No. Sad. She always wore it. It was her treasure. On her 9th birthday, the day Makoto disappeared, that was also when she lost her precious hair clip? No! She came home crying that night, and she didn't have the hair clip. She never did find it. So poor Junko lost her beloved brother and a precious memento from her mother all at once. That's a rough day. That's a rough day right there. Feel terrible, so much tragedy in her life. She always had a positive outlook. She never wanted to cause trouble for anyone, even when she was suffering deeply. My husband and I tried our best to carry on normally for her sake. Yeah, seems they provide a supportive family. And the same day she lost the clip, she bravely soldiered on for her brother's sake and the sake of her family, and more determined than ever to find Makoto for Yoshi and Junko. Always putting on a brave face. She still does to this day, I think. Okay. Have you decided which picture of Makoto to borrow? Oh, not yet. Sorry. Which one should I take? Do I actually have to choose? I think these are the best to pick from. Oh man, do I actually have to choose? I didn't... Wait, I chose the right one? Also, it'd be kind of messed up to choose one of the two that she liked the most on the right side, so... And the neutral face is probably better than the sprinting face. So, yeah. I guess I did it right. I'll just borrow for a little while. Yoink. Thank you for keeping the search for Makoto going. Take care, Eggplant Detective. I'll do my best. Have you seen this guy? Someone else you're looking for? Yes, his name is Minoru Suzuki. Do you know him? No, I'm afraid not. Fair enough. Alright, nothing. Think. Okay, any last questions? I love that picture of Makoto so much. He's such a big silly grin. Yes, it's a wonderful picture, and look at the cherry blossoms in full bloom. When she brought the album here, I asked if she'd rather keep it with her. After all, it's mostly filled with memories of her and Makoto. She just said she'd come visit here if she ever wanted to look at it. You found the right picture, I'm so glad. Does she come to visit often? Oh yes, she loves to stop by when she has time, but she's busy at work. I hope she gets enough rest. She was here this morning. Ooh, a near miss. She says it's easy to visit because it's only a short motorcycle ride. Hold up. A short motorcycle ride. Like a motorcycle ride that she didn't tell Detective Dice about, and that we heard about from the taxi man. Very interesting. Very interesting. That's a big development. That's a big development. Let me learn about this motorcycle. A big fancy motorcycle. I was shocked the first time I saw it. I couldn't believe she rides it. Does she ride her motorcycle here today? Yes, every time she comes to visit, it's by motorcycle. Of course, I'm always worried about her riding it. That's surprising? Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, now that I have the picture, I should probably leave. Let me use my phone real quick. Just a quick phone check. Just a quick phone check. I can just imagine what he would look like as a grown-up. Found the right picture. I'm so... Oh, they don't even let me... Alright, fine, we're out. Thank you again. It's really valuable, and thanks for lending the picture of Makoto. You're welcome, and thank you for helping me to try to find Makoto. I'm sure Junko will be happy to hear about your efforts. I'd tell her to say thank you, but... No, don't do that. You don't have to tell Junko. I know, it's okay. I'll keep quiet. He knows the rules, and so do I. There's no commitment, what I'm bigging up. You couldn't get this from any other guy. So Kuze rides a motorcycle, huh? Now that's not that that's uncommon, but gotta remember to put away that picture of Makoto. Think. Picture is precious to Yoshi, important to my case. I mustn't bend it. It might be a good idea to tuck it into my notebook right away. Alright, like what do you want me to do? There's no one to show it to. Open notebook? I have an open page around here somewhere. Put it with the sketch of... Okay. That's where it is. Got the photo. I'm not sure how much of a picture of his childhood will inform the case. Perhaps it's a good time to check with Ayumi? Either that, or Dice? Ayumi. No, that's not it. That's not it! Come on, man. It was one of those two. So I thought about the whole, like, can he make a sketch of old Makoto or whatever, but... whatever, man. That's a frustrating one. Because, like, we kind of have finished our segment, I feel like, of Purtle's section, and we were going to go to a Yumi thing. So I felt like, oh, maybe we would check with the Yumi, because that's what we do at the end of every chapter, but... F me, I guess. Why am I calling him again? Well, because he's a funny character. That's why. Hi. What is going on? What is this background noise? What are you doing, I'm having a little trouble hearing you. Oh, it's nothing. Come on, boy detective. I swear, it's nothing. He's definitely a pachinko parlor right now. You think I give up trying to communicate him with for now? Dude, he's the best character. Damn it. Feels like sometimes on those questions, the game wants you to read its mind on where to go. Because there's multiple places that make sense, but... Alright, let's see if Kamada's still having whatever sort of bowel movements or whatever it seems like he has going on. Seems like he's back to his usual self today. You didn't look so hot the last time I saw you. Oh, you noticed. I suppose that's just you being a good detective. It was incredibly obvious. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I slipped a disc. Ooh! Ah, that's painful. Slipped the disc? You're having back issues? That's right. Oh. Yeah, that's painful. How'd you injure your back, though? I dropped my wallet in the car the other day on my lunch break, and it fell into the gap by the seat, you know? Kanjayo! I like his voice. I couldn't lose that. Couldn't lose that yen. A slip disc trying to reach your wallet. That's right, I was in no shape for that. Makes sense. But now I'm rested up, feeling much better. Glad to hear it. I know back pain can be tricky. Back pain tricky? For the Iron Inspector Kamada? Not a chance. Iron Inspector? But you threw out your back reaching for your wallet in a drive-thru. I asked around, but no one at the station would give me an answer about what happened to you. Good. I asked them to keep quiet about it. I can't let the Iron Inspector's reputation take a hit. Sorry. Of course, I didn't bother asking Kuze to keep quiet. That would have been pointless. Yeah, I can't see her playing along with this Iron Inspector scenario. Well, I appreciate the concern. I'm sorry to have worried you. Just be careful with that wallet. Not to worry, I already placed it with one that's chained to my belt. Nice. So, what can I do for you today? I'm afraid I don't have any new info on the case. Alright, let's ask about the sketch. I could have a police sketch commission. Is that something you can do? A sketch, eh? Of what? It's not directly related to the case. Taking on even more work, are you? I don't mind helping. Mr. Utsugi always treated me well. I'm happy to oblige. Very well. What's the subject? Who's the subject? Oh. This guy. Oh, is that? This picture is almost 18 years old. What I need is a sketch of what he might look like now. Very well, I'll take care of it. Come this way. Thank you, Inspector Kamada. This artist can help you. She also drew the sketch of Minoru Suzuki. Cool. Nice to meet you. I'm Purtle from the Tsugi Detective Agency. Hello. You two can take it from here. Yes, sir. Gotta go now, Purtle. Good luck. Thank you. Wait, does she have a mole too? Who's the subject of the sketch, Boy Detective? Boy Detective? Why is she calling me Boy Detective? She doesn't look... She looks like damn the same age. This guy. Can you make a sketch of what this boy would look like after 18 years? Oh. Yes, just a moment. Here you go. That'll do, right? That was quick. What? How? That's Detective Kuze's brother, right? The boy in the picture? Oh, she must have already done this. Yes, it is, but... That's the sketch I just gave you. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah. Wait, we gotta look at her. Wonder how she can make sketches based on nothing more than a description. She know about Makoto? Obviously, dude. She also asked me to draw a sketch of what her brother would look like now. Ah, see? I knew it. I knew she had to have already a copy of it, because she didn't actually draw. She just went over there and got it. Thank you. Is it surprising? She's a big-time winker. That makes sense. But I bet she wouldn't be thrilled to know that I'm doing this. She might call me in again. Don't worry, I won't tell Detective Kuze about this. Anger knows the emote. I hope you find Makoto. Yes. So, do you know the story about Makoto? Well, yes, Detective Kuze and I have been working together for a while. She explained a few more details when she asked me to draw the sketch for her. That must have made it easier to draw the sketch, huh? That's right. I can't imagine how awful it must have felt for her to lose her brother. I know Detective Kuze pretty well. I've developed a little theory about something. You don't want her to know that you're helping track down Makoto, do you? Very sharp, this one. Very sharp. That's right, that's correct. Pretty sharp, right? Whoa! How'd she know that I was thinking she was sharp? I can't imagine. Okay, yeah, we got that one. She's too serious. When she asked me to sketch Makoto, she was so apologetic. I think she was worried it wasn't technically related to a case, but she's a detective, you know? She could have just said, it's a secret, do it, but she wouldn't have done that. The fact that she asked, I think it shows that she was desperate for help. You were thinking the exact same thing? Yeah, it's like what everyone would think. She always plays it by the book. True, but more than that, she likes to keep her private matters private. I think she appreciates help, but she doesn't want others to get caught up in the mess, you know? There. So you must do more than just sketching, because there's like science beakers and stuff back there. What else is going on here? Oh, you're not gonna tell me, huh? I'm not sure I'd go far as to say she's shy, but I feel like I've gotten to know what she's really like. Hey, boy detective. Huh? Hello, boy detective. Oh, sorry, I was just thinking. You seemed a bit tired. You okay? Because it's great to be a hard worker, but everyone needs rest. You should go get some. You know, you're right. I am feeling strangely exhausted. It's definitely time for me to leave. I never considered the possibility of becoming a sketch artist. One last look. Lab equipment. Couldn't touch anything, she might yell at me. A lot of stuff. Okay. Alright, let's go. Thanks for helping me. It's much appreciated. Of course. Now you just need to find Makoto. We're counting on you, boy detective. Yes, ma'am. Now, if you'll excuse me, we have to get to Ayumi's part of the chapter. I don't need to use that picture. After all, I don't want to mess it up. It's precious to Yoshi Detective Kude. Anyway, it's getting dark. I should head back to the office. Phone call. Come on, please be dice. Pachinko, he hit big. Hello. Hey. Oh, he ran out of money. I'm going broke in Pachinko. I need some cash. I knew it. I knew it. Just kidding. Oh, he got me. Can you come to Kofuku Station right now, boy detective? Oh, sure. Great, I'm headed to a certain place. I want you to come with me. What do you mean, a certain place? Store or he brings us to karaoke. You'll find out when you get here, boy detective. Eh? Alright, I'll be there. I'll be waiting. Would this have not happened? Would this have happened if I didn't call him? This is crazy. Does this game have like a shitload of extra little side things that I hadn't even considered would be happening this whole time? That's the chapter? What the? I mean, I guess it made sense. It's been like an hour, but like, what the heck? We didn't do a review at the end type thing? This is crazy. We should use the phone more often. Detective Kamihara will be. There's a lot going on here. He said I'll be able to figure it out. It's a lot of drunk salarymen is what I see. Call everyone except Kamihara, and then we end the chapter, I guess. I'm sorry. Sorry for what? Detective Kamihara called. I'm gonna be late getting back to the office. Oh, okay, I wonder if something urgent had come up. I'm not sure yet. First, I need to find where Detective Kamihara even is. Find him? Are you playing hide and seek? Good luck, I hope you find him. Hide and seek? Yeesh. Last calls. That was a surprise to me. He picked up. Mr. Tsugi, hello. It's quite loud wherever you are. What are you doing? Detective Kamihara called me to meet in front of Kofuku Station right now. Oh yeah? Don't you have much fun, come home too late. He knows we're about to get into some shenanigans. I don't think anyone will pick up unless it's oh. Oh, it's just the yeah, it's just the thing. Yeah. Oh shit, we can. All right, leave a joke. Oh, this is leave a joke. Thank you for being my fan. I love. What kind of joke is that? You can't see me doing that. What kind of joke? Dude, you blew it. What the hell was that? We blew it. What kind of that? What is that even a joke? All right. You bet if we didn't call earlier, you would still call, but we wouldn't make the joke at the start? True. I can believe that. Well, this was a surprising chapter. I feel like the time kind of flew by. Like, I'm shocked that it's an hour, but at the same time I'm not, because it's the end of the chapter, and the chapters take about an hour each time. But it didn't feel like it took an hour, to me, personally. Definitely a little more of a low-energy chapter. A lot of question and answer, a lot of not big reveals of any information. Just interview Kohei, talk with Yoshi. Somehow the chapter's over. So I guess in that aspect, I'm a little surprised. I was definitely still expecting to have a Yumi segment. And then it's also weird because I'm assuming beginning of the chapter 9 here, we are just starting out with Dice again. So Dice and Purtle, so we're not even going to be hitting the Yumi stuff right away again. So, definitely not what I would have expected, but that's what it is. I don't know. We'll have to see how things turn out. Maybe we'll be in for a wild night of pachinko and getting drunk with Dice. I have no idea, but until then,